fast track. Let me go clever, guys. Was that not the last time I spoke to my friend? Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kwazeybear, also known as Kwazeybear on all social media platforms. Do subscribe, be a part of this family, and if you're a returning subby, welcome back, darling. As you can tell by the title of this video, I am telling another story time because child, like I have been seeing things. Okay, so this is another story time. I hope that you guys enjoy. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up and also tell me if you've ever experienced anything like this. Anyway, let's get into the story time. Disclaimer, the story time may be triggering to some people. It is not my intention to trigger you. I am just sharing my experience. And the reason why I share story times like this is because I feel that I've healed from all the traumas. So yeah. Right, so many years ago, I was staying in a township in the Pinetown area. As you guys know, I used to stay like on the main streets in the townships. I didn't really grow up in Loksheni, guys. I know I've always said that I grew up in Loksheni, but the truth of the matter is I moved to the township when my parents got divorced. Story time for another day. But anyway, bottom line is that I moved to the township where my gran was staying, my mom's mom. And when I moved there, it wasn't that hard for me to adjust being there because I used to visit this place on weekends all the time. So I had friends in the area. So adjusting was very easy for me, right? Sharp. However, guys in the township have this mentality that I do not understand, whereby if they ask you out and you're not dating any of them, then they automatically assume that you're just full of yourself and you think you're all that. So I was in that situation where guys just thought that I was full of myself, right? And if it wasn't that, it was then this issue of when they see you like coming out of a car, they'd shout remarks like which is directly translated as I will eventually buy a car too, as if you're dating the person you're dating because they have a car. Like, that never made sense to me. But anyway, that was the situ at the time. Okay, sharp. So the guys used to think I was full of myself, but there was this guy that I met that stayed around Loksheni, and he wasn't intimidated by me in any way, and we eventually became friends with this guy. So for the purpose of this story time, I am going to call this guy Merchant. That's why you may shade, but anyway, I want to call him Merchant. Sharp. So Merchant had a group of guy friends that he would hang out with. So because he now became friends with me, I automatically became friends with him, and they realized, well, see, oh, baby girl is not that bad. Like, I am not that bad. So we just became friends, but me and Merchant were like close, right? And we would like call each other. We eventually got each other's numbers. We'd call each other. He'd check on me during the week and all that stuff. I definitely friend zoned him. Like, he was in the friend zone. Sharp. This one weekend, there was gonna be like a bash, like a party in the township, right? And everyone knew Megumane Bashi, everyone would be there, like everyone in Loksheni would literally be there. Sharp. He tells me, friend, there's a bash in Dawene so, and I'm like, yes, I heard. And he's like, let's go. I'm like, for sure, let's go. That Saturday, he calls me. He's like, friend, I'm coming to pick you up. It's at night, right? So he comes, he picks me up. And at the time, he's like, I'm coming to pick you up first because the rest of the gents are not ready yet and what. I'm like, no stress. Mind you guys, groove Loksheni, you weren't getting all dressed up and putting on ama weave and stuff. You would literally rock up in sneakers and jeans and a t-shirt. So that's what it was. He picks me up. Sihambe. Where we drive to is still Loksheni, right? But not at the event, right? Not at the event. We just park like Mgwaqeni and stuff. And in the car, there's like a cooler box at the back, and there's 2 bottles of wine by the pedestrian seats, or the passenger seats. Sorry, pedestrian street. By the passenger seats. Sharp. And he's like, what are you gonna drink? Are you having beer or wine? I'm like, me and beer, guy, please. So I'm like, I'm having wine. He takes out a glass. It's like a plastic, you know, those plastic wine glasses. One of those. He takes one of those out. He opens the bottle of wine and he pours the wine for me. And mind you, guys, we're not trying to be all classy and stuff. So the wine, we pour it to the rim. He pours the wine to the rim of the cup, like full up. And he gives me the glass, closes the wine, puts it by my feet, sharp. We're chilling. So I am drinking my wine. Conversation between him and I are flowing. At some points, we end up going outside the car and dancing. Guys, like it was a vibe. Sharp. And I'm drinking this wine. I keep drinking this wine. And mind you, I'm in no hurry to get anywhere. So I'm drinking this wine very slowly. And eventually, like 30 to 45 minutes passes. And I'm just like, Aibo, the people that we're supposed to fetch, aren't they getting done? Like, are they not done yet? And he's like, nah, I'm sure they'll be done soon. And da-da-da-da. I pay no mind to that. I drink my wine. Conversations flow. Wine is downing. Is downing. Sharp. Eventually, the glass finishes. I finish the glass of wine. When I finish, I relax a bit, and he's like, should I pour you some more wine? I'm like, I just relax a little bit. I'll pour some just now. And he's like, okay. We chat. And then eventually I'm thirsty, child. I'm thirsty. So I'm like, wine. Pour some wine for me. He opens the bottle. He pours some wine full to the brim. And he gives me the cup. Conversations flow. Music is flowing. I'm drinking my wine. And then eventually, like when the glass is like halfway empty or quarter to empty, I need to pee. Now, please do not judge me, but I'm just like, okay, there's no way I'm going to tell him to drive me all the way back home so I can go pee. So I'm just like, okay, we parked here, and my side of the car is like right by the road. His side of the car is like by like a little space, open space. Ne? So I tell him, hold my glass, I need to pee, and then I go around the car by the passenger door and squat and I pee. Don't judge. Sharp. Pee, come back. I go around the car again, sit down. When I sit, he hands me my glass. I take my glass. I'm talking. Sharp. And then eventually I put this glass to my mouth. Did the wine not taste medicinal? Did the wine not taste medicinal at that point? And I'm just like, okay, I don't want to like overreact in a way that will be alarming to him, but I can definitely taste that something is in this wine. And like, it felt like there were granules inside the wine. And when I looked into the cup, I could see like white little particles in there, but I didn't want to like overreact. So I'm just like, why is this wine tasting so funny? Like, but I don't say it in a way that is like alarming. I say it in a like fun, chilly way, sort of. And then he's like, now you're getting drunk, my friend. You are getting drunk. And I'm like, hey, okay, sharp. Take the wine and I just spill it outside the car. Sharp. And he says, let me pour you another glass. And I'm like, no, because you're saying I'm getting drunk, let me just relax a bit. You'll pour for me a bit later on. And he says, sharp. So now I put my glass on the floor and we're just talking. And then he says, oh no, the guys have said they need another 10 minutes and they should be done. Then we'll go pick them up. And I'm like, okay, cool. In that moment, my mind is racing. Because now I'm thinking, okay, if he put this tablet or whatever in my drink, what if he put it in the bottle? And now I'm going to be drinking the rest of the alcohol for the rest of the night, and I don't know what it is that he's put in my drink. And now I'm feeling very uneasy and very unsafe. Yabo. So I'm thinking I need to come up with an excuse that's gonna like get me out of the situation. Fast track. And I'm just like, you know what? I've got such a bad headache all of a sudden. Like Leashaya. And he's like, there's water at the back. Let me get you some water so you can drink some water. He gets me water at the back. He opens up the water for me. He gives me the water. Imilo, I drink the water. Drink the water, drink the water, drink the water. And I'm just like, no, this water is not helping. And it's like, should I get you some painkillers? I'm like, no, actually, I just don't even feel like going anymore. And it's like, no, don't be like that. Let me get you some painkillers. You'll be okay. And I'm like, the headache that I have now is not going to allow me to actually be in a space where there's a lot of noise and a lot of stuff going on. So I don't think I'm going to be good company. Like, it's really, really bad. My excuse. Let me go clever, guys. Shapo, that was my excuse. And then he eventually just takes me home, right? When he takes me home, I'm just like, I'm so sorry I had to do this, but I really don't feel good. Hope you guys enjoy yourselves, Lanya Corner. And he's like, okay, Sharp. He drops me off at home. Was that not the last time I spoke to my friend? I'm telling you right now, that was the last day I ever spoke to him. He stopped calling. He stopped even greeting me when he saw me on the streets. In fact, he avoided me so badly that when he would pass by my house, if he saw me outside my yard, he would drive into the street that was 2 houses from my house, into that street, around the back of my house, and then Akamuge 10 houses up from my house. That's how badly he would avoid me. And if he did pass by my house and I was inside the yard, he would make sure that he didn't even look in the direction of my yard, literally. So yeah, that was it. That was the last I heard from this friend of mine. And the thing is, with him, I feel that his plan failed. And the reason why his plan failed is because he was in such a hurry to get me to the level that he wanted to get me to. Because if he wasn't in such a hurry, he would have just put the drug in the bottle, in the wine bottle, knowing that I would be drinking this throughout the night and I would reach that level of whatever that he needed me to be at later on in the night. But he was in such a hurry to get me to that level that he couldn't wait, and he just put the drug in my drink so that it would be chop chop, but it didn't work out that way. So that was the last I heard of him. That is my story time, how I survived a little spiky in my drink. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the story time. If you did, please give it a like. And I know that it might be triggering to some people, so yeah. But anyway, that is my story time. The moral of the story is be careful of the people that you hang out with, because not all of them have your best interest at heart. I learned this like the hard way, and I think this is the reason why I don't like wine. Till today, like, I don't like wine. So yeah, that is my story time, guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.